Greetings, denizens of the digital world. It is I, the serial killer, coming to you today on day 216 of the year of vlogging dangerously. And wow, am I filming this ridiculously late because I'm still awake at 2 in the morning, so fuck you. Yeah. As if you realize that this so fuck you. As if you realize that this is late. It's real time. Why do I constantly feel the need to mention it's late? Anyway, I alluded to yesterday, well, day before yesterday now, on Thursday, that I was doing Troll News Thursday, and that I had potentially seen another Troll News article about a Victoria resident walking an extra 3.048 meters to use the crosswalk. What I didn't notice, and all of the articles seem facetious and silly. Like, there's an article here about dramatic weekend boating incident involves bright orange life jackets and mild wind burn. Like, I read the article briefly through, like I skimmed it because I was going to get my mail, and the newspaper was sitting there, the big stack that nobody ever seems to take any of, and I read through and I'm looking for the tragedy. It just seems to be the tragedy that they were wearing orange life jackets and had a good time. And then there's something about a guy at a Vic West skate park, local skateboarder using a bucket instead of going to the emergency room. And there's something about a preteen's busy weekend social schedule thrown into chaos when forced to hold the ladder for his father. And then you go into this 4-page special and there's all these silly things like commuter ignoring cell phone rings and everything. And I thought it was troll news. I thought someone had gone fucking crazy at Victoria News. Here's the newspaper, Victoria News. This is the same newspaper I get every day, right? But what it was jacketing, actually, was this. The real Victoria News, which is no less silly looking because, well, it's the 100th anniversary or the 150th or the something birthday of Victoria. What that thing was, what I didn't notice at the bottom of the first one was this, preventable.ca. It's a bloody advertisement. It's not an advertisement. It is. It's a BC government advertisement for safety awareness, for being safe at home, on the water, all these things, because of all the preventable injuries in the world. And it makes sense that a lot of people injured every year because they forget to do something that makes them safe. Wear a helmet, buckle up your seatbelt, all this other shit that they try and enforce, but police really have better things to do than prevent people from being Darwinianly challenged. And so I guess an advertising campaign is good. But what's ingenious about it is the way they delivered it. It's print media. I usually don't pay attention to print media. But it caught my attention because it's inconsistent with the normal goofy stories that they have on the newspaper when I see it. And it was just inconsistent enough that it caught my eye. And Victoria's not the only place they did this. They did this all over the province. If you look at the website itself, they did this everywhere. So someone took the time to mirror the style of a bunch of newspapers, civic newspapers, the little rinky-dink rags all around the province, and put out their own fakeified version of them. I'm going to wonder how much it cost, come to think of it, but it's also ingenious and brilliant, because I would never give a shit about a commercial for preventable accidents. I would never give a fuck about a radio ad. But the newspaper caught my eye with the stupidity of the woman walking slightly farther to go to a crosswalk, not getting hit by a car, because it's an issue of mine. It is. Jaywalkers piss me off. So they caught my attention. Kudos to you, whoever thought of the preventable.ca newspaper sleeves. You people are awesome. And I have, as usual, been the Serial Killer. If you have questions, comments, concerns, death threats, that's the sound of follow coming. So I'm not going to pay attention to you anymore. I'm just going to say, put them in the comment sections below. I will talk to you tomorrow.